Hello from Sweden and welcome to this reading, a big revelation from your future self. And I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards. The one that you feel the most drawn to will be your reading today. We are also using different tarot decks in each of the piles. In pile 1, we're using the Modern Witch Tarot, and we have the Rabbit and the Peacock in pile 1. In pile 2, we're using the Luna Soul Tarot, and we have the cow and the lion here. Pile 3, we're using Tarot of the Owls, and we have an owl and a raven in pile 3. Okay, that is the options for today's reading. If you need more time, you can just pause the video. Otherwise, you'll find the timestamps shared in the commentary section. And I'll see you guys in your separate readings. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to put your tarot deck to the side, and we're going to start here with your oracle card. So first of all, you felt drawn to the rabbit and the peacock. And the peacock I chose intuitively to this pile. The rabbit came out when I shuffled the deck. So yeah, let's just keep these two over here. And it's very interesting that we have 2 cards. I have no idea why. So we're going to see how this goes into the reading today. Yeah, it's very interesting actually. Maybe it's the 2 of you. Maybe it's the past you, the present you. I don't know. Let's see. So your oracle cards here. You have the kiss. Yeah, maybe it's 2 of you. Yeah, we have the kiss here. So yeah, 2 hands hold 2 people holding hands. So it seems to be something with some 2 or duality, 2 things maybe. Let's keep going. And we have power struggle. You may be involved in a power struggle between 2 or more people. We have a number 41 as well. So, okay, power struggle. Power struggle, yeah, you can't do that alone. So, yeah, 2 or more people. Keeps coming up here, too. You have companion. Okay, very interesting. Light attributes: loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Shadow attributes: betrayal by misusing confidence, loss of personal identity. Power struggle. Companion. Rabbit. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. That's cool. Okay, that is super cool. So I didn't know this card would come up here. And this was the card that came up when I shuffled, you know. So yeah, wow. Rabbit 2 times. Okay, rabbit, you know, stands for abundance and fertility and good luck. So it seems to be your future selves want to tell you, wow, I'm really getting a message here. But I want to do the 2 last cards as well before we dive into the reading here. Keep trying. You know, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. Yeah, number 4 here with 4 stars. Keep trying. 4 signifies stability. Success came to you in the future. That is definitely for sure. Your future self wants to say, yeah, you succeeded big time. 4 times, you know, 4 times success. And you have negotiation here. So you have Jupiter in Libra in the 7th house. 7th house is about marriage and partnerships. Yeah, marriage and partnerships. Libra balance. So yeah. Wow. Okay. So I think you did a whole journey here, pile number 1, because, you know, power struggle. What's that about? What is the power struggle about? Kind of feels like you're struggling with yourself. You know, we got the peacock here. Peacock is a lot about self-expression, a lot about confidence and loving yourself, being comfortable in your own colors, your own skin, you know, and expressing that. Look at it with this nobility here, with this like I wanted to say humble pride. Yeah, humble pride, because it's okay to be proud over who we are. And the power struggle, you may be involved in a power struggle between two or more people. Makes me think like, there's several messages here actually. It's like kind of feels like, yeah, one thing, yeah, let's just try to break it down one part at a time, because we have the 7th house that is about marriage and partnerships, and also Libra here that's about balancing, and Libra is connected to the planet Venus. So it really feels like, yeah, there's something going on in your relationship area that your future self wants to tell you. Yeah, that's solved big time. You know, you found your, if you were worried, you found your companion. That is for sure. You found your forever companion. And the power struggle here in the middle could be that it's like, either you had a power struggle like with yourself or with something that happened in the past, maybe with somebody else, and this kind of was affecting your relationships or was in the way of you manifesting your companion, your true love, the love of your life. Yeah, I kind of feel like that, the love of your life. I mean, rabbit here, you know, you really hit the jackpot when it came to love, I think. But it's not just love here. I see another aspect as well, but let's start with that. But companion, I have to also say, like, there's like so many things going on. Your future self is like eager to tell you, like, and this solved, and this solved, and this solved, and did you know this happened? So I really feel like your future self is like, I feel like this innocent inner child is like full of joy, like the eyes are sparkling and just want to tell you, like, you do you know this came true, and this came true, and this came true. So there's a lot of things coming true. You know, you got the rabbit. It's like a very lucky sign. So you're gonna feel very lucky. Your future self is saying, yeah, we are so lucky now. We are one of the, you know, the happy ones now. Can you imagine that happened to us? And it's kind of, your future self is laughing when you're joking with you and say, yeah, it happened to us. We are one of the lucky ones now. You know, we are one of those, one of those happy, positive people, you know, with sparkly eyes. Yeah, that's us now. And with the power struggle here, we overcame that. They're saying we overcame that. And keep trying. Your future self wants to say, yeah, you know, all that hard work that we put, all that effort that we put, it gave us big ass results, you know, triple star, 4 stars here. Yeah, quadruple. Is that the way you say it in English? Quadruple? I have no idea. So anyways, 4 times success. Look, your arms are open here and you're all happy. So yeah, keep trying. It said, your future self is saying, yeah, all that hard work that we put in gave us big ass results. And negotiation. Yeah, so there is something. I keep going back to this. So what is this power struggle here? And I really feel like you may be involved in a power struggle between 2 or more people. This could be like different things. It could be like you having to go through some really bad relationships. I like, yeah, some really bad relationships with your parents, siblings, colleagues, friends, partners, maybe all of it. But really, like, yeah, it's been a power struggle. And I think the biggest power struggle for you, pile number 1, has been that it has been like, it's been taking a toll on your confidence and your sense of self-worth. And I feel like I want to cry when I say it, because I feel like deep grief and sadness over maybe some kind of abuse that you had to go through with the power struggle here. Maybe someone was really not nice to you. I kind of feel like that. Yeah, maybe you didn't get the best out of life. And but yeah, that's kind of really like, that's like such a small portion. I feel like your future self doesn't even want to talk about it. It's like, yeah, that's in the past now, you know? That's in the past. That's like, that's an old hat, like they say. Yeah, that's an old hat. I think that's the way you say it. Yeah, it's an old hat. It's not in the future anymore. They're telling you that. Yeah, it's not in the future. There is balance here. There is balance here. And, you know, with Jupiter, you know, in the 7th house, and Libra, Jupiter and Libra in the 7th house. Wow, you know, you're lucky in your relationships now. It's balanced, it's harmonious, it's nice. Negotiation kind of feels like you got what you wanted in your companion or in your partner. You got the thing, yeah, you got what you wanted. And I really feel like you come from a place that you did not get what you want. I really feel like, I keep feeling like a sense of somehow being abused at the core when it comes to your self-worth. Like somebody really like made you feel like you were maybe less worthy of love, or maybe they just couldn't love you, you know? I really feel like this. And I feel like the peacock, I feel like it symbolizes your growth. I mean, and with your 2 rabbits here, wow, yeah, damn, you grew. Damn, you grew, pile number 1. I mean, yeah, you grew into this beautiful peacock. Could it be that you were a bit shy before, but you're not shy in the future. Look at you showing off here, look at you with your arms, showing off your stars, showing off your success, your happiness, and yeah, with the 4 here, safety, security here in the future. And like a lot of abundance, a lot of abundance. We have the earth element here. Number 4 also makes me think of earth. I really feel like, yeah, you manifested some really good things for yourself in the future, like material stability, things that you can touch. You can touch your partner, your companion. Maybe I see some pets here also. Yeah, I think you have some, I don't know, you have some nice pets. You have, a nice companions. Yeah, if love really doesn't resonate with you, it could be that you're really like finding your pet for life. Yeah, your pet for life. Maybe, you're moving to a farm, you have some rabbits, you have a peacock, who knows? I don't know where you live, but I know, yeah, peacocks. India, I think, have peacocks, or I know they have peacocks. So yeah, maybe you have some hens and you have your own eggs. I don't know. It just feels like the future has like the possibilities of your future. And I keep feeling this like very, very like excited. Your future self is excited. It's like, I cannot wait for you to just see how well life turned out. Like really how well life turned out. And the kiss here in the beginning kind of in the reading, it's so sweet here. Look at that. That is not passion. Passion for me, or like this is not fleeting love. This is like deep love. This is friendship love. This is how they're holding hand. This is a companion. So there is like, and also the crescent moon here kind of makes me feel like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's just so calm and beautiful, and just like, yeah, the kiss. It's the kiss. I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah, that kiss. So kissed by life. You're feeling kissed by life. And the second thing that I was really feeling here, like beyond like kind of, everything going really good in your relationship life, I want to also say, yeah, let's put that there. I feel one big thing here that your future self is saying, that you really like yourself in the future. You're like, yeah, I like myself now. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I even love myself, It's pretty cool to love yourself, because I think you've been carrying some kind of self-hate, and it comes, like I said, there is some kind of core, and I keep feeling like grievance or grief or sadness because of, I think you went through some abuse when it came through. And I'm saying abuse, it's a pretty harsh word, but kind of, it's like when we have parents that can't love us, yeah, it's kind of very abusive for a child. It's very painful. And many times, that feeling is so deeply suppressed within us. We're not even in touch with it, but I'm sensing it now through the reading here. So I feel like you have healed that, you're loving yourself, and you are becoming your best companion. You really like yourself. And I really feel like, yeah, you're not hiding yourself anymore. You're out there showing your colors, strutting around, strutting around, being all noble and, this humble nobility, like, yeah, look at me. Humble pride is what I said. Yeah, look at me. I'm happy. I'm fine, And I think you deserve to be that as well, to, yeah, just be, really comfortable in your own skin. So I really feel like, yeah, your relationship with yourself is not difficult, because I think things from the past created made you have a difficult relationship with yourself. And it's like that, especially if we were grown up with parents that are very difficult, they have difficult relationships with themselves, and they project it on us, and then we try to survive in the world, and the world is very difficult, as it is, without the difficulties from our home. So it could be like, yeah, it's been like things layering on top of each other. So that, I think, could have created that you had a difficult relationship with yourself. Maybe the choices that you made in your life, maybe you weren't always proud over the choices that you made. Maybe there was some regrets, or you wish you did things differently. So I think you've been like punching on yourself a bit too much. I really feel like that's gone in the future. I feel like you found peace within yourself. You found peace and harmony within yourself. The Libra energy is really sticking out here. So yeah, peace and harmony within yourself. And one other thing that I think is very strong here with the peacock, peacock is about self-expression, rabbit about abundance and fertility. I think you created something. I think you created something in the future. I don't know what it is, but something. Could even be something small, like you created your community farm. I'm keep getting this. So maybe some of you wants to live in some kind of a community or own like a big, I see a big white house actually kind of like in the middle of the countryside. You know, I see you having chickens, and like I said, pick up, you have eggs. Yeah, the eggs comes from the chicken. And you know, you have some birds flying around, other birds that you're feeding, and I see cats, and I see, you know, dogs, and I see, you know, friends coming over, and I don't know, it's like maybe, and farming, like you're farming your own vegetables. So some of you could be something like this, and that could be the way you express yourself, because I feel like from this place of happiness that you are in the future, you're definitely creating something. There's like, yeah, with the 2 rabbits here, I mean, there's a lot. 2 rabbits, you know, it's like really showing the multiplication of abundance, which makes me think like, yes, you manifested, you went into a very positive place in your life. But from that positive place in your life, you keep on manifesting abundance. You keep on manifesting something. Keep getting like you are putting something in the soil and you're harvesting your own vegetables maybe. But it doesn't have to be like that. It could be that you're having like a, I don't know, like a spiritual retreat center, or like a business, or like a creative idea, endeavor. You're doing something creatively, something with your career is really, really, really blooming. I mean, really, really blooming. And it comes from you. You found like a confidence inside you. I don't know what came first, but it's like kind of, you know, many times it goes together. But I see you confident. I see you confident, and I see you living your life to the fullest, doing your thing. And like I said, it could even be just like having your nice little house, tending to your beautiful garden and putting all that effort into that, all your passion into that, and in reward you're getting flowers and vegetables. Could also be, like I said, something else, a business venture. You're putting all your creativity into it, and it's give you a lot of financial success. It gives you a lot of success in the way that you want. So something is definitely growing a lot here. And look at this negotiation card. You're holding both the sun and the moon here. Makes me really think how balanced you are in the future. You know, you are both creating, you are both taking action in the world, living in the world, but you're also deeply connected with your emotions and your spiritual self. And I think like before, maybe it was very uncomfortable maybe to be in your own body, because I think it was difficult to be you. I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah, I think it was a bit difficult to be you, because you know, when we carry like a lot of things from our past, it's very difficult to be in our own energy, because it's like, it doesn't feel good. There's so many things that hurts there. And that's, you know, many people, you know, they do drugs, or they do social media, or they go shopping, or they eat, you know, we do all these things to kind of run away from ourselves. But I think like in the future, you dealt with all these things. You dealt with all these things. And this kind of, it's the power struggle here also, you know, struggling with the past and the future that you want to get to. So it's kind of like, yeah, you've been like in this tug of war with yourself many times. I really feel like that's over. And power struggle also, you know, like I said, could also be some bad relationships here that it's over. It just feels like don't even barely want to talk about it, because your future self's like, yeah, let's just forget about that. It's over now, you know, that's over now. You found your peace, you found your happiness, and you moved on. So yeah, beautiful. So let's keep these cards here. Let's fill up here like a little bit with some tarot cards to see what messages we can get more here. I just love this reading. Yeah, I can't believe you got 2 rabbits. I mean, you can't be more lucky than that, than getting 2 rabbits. So look at this. Knight of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles just jumped out here. I want to shuffle a little bit more, and I'm going to look at your tarot cards here. Okay, let's see here. One more time. And let's just do it like that. So, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're in a very steady place in the future. I felt that. It's like very steady. Very, very steady. You know, I don't know if you had problems with your finances, like overspending, underspending, being too scared of spending. Something with your financial situation has been unbalanced. You know, I feel like you have mastered the art of money. Sounds very strange. Yeah, you have mastered that. You have mastered the art of money. So I feel like you are putting away enough money, you're spending enough money. You know, we have to spend and we have to save maybe. So yeah, it kind of feels like balance there. So with the Knight of Pentacles, you're moving on, you're very grounded, and I felt like that before. Like I felt like, yeah, you come from a place you weren't that grounded, you know, because I think it was like uncomfortable to be in your body, like I said, because I think like you had a power struggle within you, a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings, you know, and it's like, yeah, I'd rather eat something sweet and watch Netflix and like run away from my body or scroll social medias, you know, you get lost in this or that. Maybe some of you were using pots or something else to run away from yourself. So I feel like you have really balanced that out. Knight of Pentacles, the 2 Pentacles here really tells me like with your body, physical body, I think your physical body got balanced. And you are in touch with your body, you're friends with your body, you're okay with yourself, you're really loving yourself. I really feel like there's a deep shift here that happened within you. And you know, yeah, you're saving money now. Maybe you had a hard time saving money, or it could be the other way, that you were like saving so much money you were scared of using anything because you were scared of that you were gonna be without money or something. So yeah, however the situation is for you, I feel like it's stable here. You have money on your savings account, but you're also buying the stuff that you want for yourself without fear. And very stable here, very grounded energy here. And like I said, your physical body feels like very fit, you know. I don't know, maybe you started exercise a bit, or I don't know, but it's like, even, you know, many times, you know, we also like, we start exercising and then we do it like over the top and then we stop, you know. It's like it could be that you've been like black and white thinking, like all or nothing. You do one thing and then you get tired of it, or, you know, you lose that interest. I just feel like a lot of balance here. It's like you have found like a routine that works for yourself, and a very balanced routine that is good for you. So I really feel like you're feeling very good. Like you're very good in the future. You're very healthy, very good. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords here. Yeah, there's calmness. There's peace here. There's peace. I would also say with 6 of Swords that in the future, I really feel like your future self is saying, you know what, we're like one of these carefree people now. Like you're quickly, when something bad happens, you know, because bad things happens, you know, it doesn't matter. Even if you're enlightened, bad things will happen. You know, we are human, you know. The worst thing that's going to happen to all of us is we're all going to die, you know. So, I mean, it's inevitable. Yeah, it's inevitable. I learned that yesterday. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But anyway, so I see your future self is saying, yeah, we're handling things so much better now. Look at us, you know, we're just sailing away from the problems. So I really think like, when there's things happening, you really have mastered also the art of handling difficult situations, because you're more easygoing now, you're more calm now, you're more balanced now, much more balanced now. You have balanced the sun and the moon within you, the yin and the yang, the fire and the water, and the earth and the air. Yeah, so you have really balanced all the elements. And I think earth element was very important for you. Root chakra, relationships, sacral chakra, also feelings, and your connection with other people, and your connection, the most important, your connection that you have with yourself. Yeah, so I really feel like you balance that out. And it's just like, yeah, you're just handling things like a queen here now. 6 of Wands, sailing into your success, you know, like an Aries. We have a V here, so yeah, Aries sign here, sailing into, 6 of Wands. And look at this, you know, how you're riding the 6 of Wands. You're not, it's like very like, also like, you know, it's like, I don't know how to say this. Let me see here. I want to feel the energy a bit, but like the way you ride, it's like also very calm, you know. You're very confident and calm in your success here. You're not scared that it's gonna go away or that it's temporary. Yeah, I'm feeling good now. It's temporary. I feel like you really found your roots in the future. You found your roots. And look at this, actually. 6 of Wands ended up between and underneath keep trying here with the 4 stars. So wow, yeah, there's really some big success for you in the future. And the last card here is 9 of Cups. I mean, pile number 1. Beautiful. I'm getting goosebumps all over my arms now. Beautiful. Yeah, you're very like, look how you're sitting there. You're just sitting, you're just riding, you're just sitting. It's like it's just coming to you, The good things are just coming to you now. So whatever you needed to deal with to get here, I really feel like your future self said, yeah, it was all worth it. All the pain, all the sweat, all the uncomfortable things that you had to go through, it was worth it. Keep trying. Don't give up, And I don't think you're gonna give up, because this is your future self. It kind of shows the energy. Definitely shows the energy where you are right now. This shows the potential future for you, and keep trying here. It really shows you did the work, so you did something. Also, you took the steps to come here. You took the steps to come here. And it's going to be all worth it. I mean, really, 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 really all worth it. And yeah, just a very, very very beautiful reading for you today, pile number 1. Yeah, you know what? That was also your reading. I was feeling like, should we do some more cards? And I was like, no, I think we're done there. So pile number 1, this was your reading. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. If you feel like sharing your story, please feel free to do so in the commentary section. Either way, pile 1, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. So let's put your tarot deck to the side, and we're going to start here with the oracle cards. First of all, you felt drawn to the cow and the lion, and the reason why we have 2 cards today, because usually I only do 1 card, is because, yeah, the lion I choose intuitively, and this cow came when I just shuffled the cards. So then I decided to do the 2 of them. It's pretty interesting because, the lion eats the cow, it's the food. The cow is the food for the lion. So it's very interesting to see here what's going on here, how these 2 cards are gonna like make sense in your reading here. So let's just keep those there, and let's look at your oracle cards here to see what is the revelation here from your future self. And you have the Father. Okay, masculine energy, the Father. Let's keep it over there. Oh, you have obsession. It is time to get out of your head and back into your heart. We have a number 14. Number 14. Number 14 is the Temperance in the tarot cards. So yeah, okay. You have Seeker, light attribute. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Shadow attribute, inability to commit to a path once found. The Seeker, the Father. The Father here is also showing a forest, or it's a tree. Is it? Yeah, it's a tree here, but it kind of feels like, yeah, it's a forest here. There's duality here as well, 2. Yeah, you see? 2. Yeah, it's a 2 here. Yeah, look at that. 2 things. 2 paths, maybe? 2 paths. The cow and the lion. The cow and the lion. Okay, let's continue. I think this is going to be a very interesting reading here. You have the Panther. Okay. I just have to fix the cards a little bit. You have Breakthrough. I think this is such an interesting card because, there's something in the eye here, but it kind of shows light. Yeah, you're getting something here. Vision, seeing something. Panther, the Panther has a great vision, actually. It's very connected to shamanism, to vision quest, vision quest. Your seeker, you found something here. You found something here. Yeah, your future self's telling that. You found the bluff. What is this? Look at that bluff. So you have Jupiter in Gemini in the 3rd house. The 3rd house is about communication. It's also about siblings, but yeah, communication. I think it's about short distance travel as well. But bluff, yeah, short distance travel, bluff, and the Seeker, inability to commit to a path once found. You're finding your right path. wow, something made you once you were lost, now you are found. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on here. We're gonna break this down, but I just want to make this like not crooked here, because yeah, I'm a perfectionist a bit. So let's see. Yeah, it's nice for you to look at something nice as well. So bluff, breakthrough, obsession. You found something. You found something. You found something. We don't know what you found, but you definitely found something. So the cow and the lion, and like I said, the lion eats the cow. So, but then the cow is also very sacred. You know, the holy cow is very sacred, very compassionate. The cow, and the lion, you know, is very powerful, has very strength. But look at this lion. Doesn't this lion look like it has kindness in its eyes? And then we have the father, you know, the masculine energy, maybe something with your father. But yeah, the masculine energy, the yang energy. The lion that eats the cow is definitely the masculine energy, you know. And then we have the seeker. I think, you know, obsession. So obsessiveness. You've been searching for something. You've been looking for something. You've been searching for something. And there is a bluff in the way that you're like, I don't know. It's like, what is this? Yeah, it's this is like really like deep things going on here. Your future self is really trying to reveal something deep that you found. And it's like, there's a big revelation, you know, with the light shining into the eye here of the breakthrough, with the bluff here that you've seen the bluff. You see the bluff now, you know, with the panther. You went into the shadows. You went on a shamanic quest maybe, but you went into the shadows. You seeked, you had a thirst for wisdom and truth. You went seeking with the yang energy, the father energy here. You went, you know, you took your legs and you went into your quest for this. You wanted to know the truth. You wanted to see for yourself what is the truth about you. Maybe you were looking for the truth about you, or your father. You know, we have the father, but it doesn't have to be your father, but somehow it could be, I don't know how your relationship is with your father, but it could definitely be like your father is like a key. There's a key element with your father here, or something with your father that has like something to do with this. Or, you know, so it doesn't have to be a big part. Could be a big part, could be a small part. It's like very different here. But I think one of the things that you are doing here with the cow and the lion, I think this kind of shows also the two aspects of you. The one aspect of you, the cow, the sacredness, the compassion, you know, and the lion, the strength and the power and the confidence. So it's like you finding like yourself, but at the same time also revealing something in the way that was a bluff, you know, there was a lie or a secret that was coming out. The obsession here, it's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. Yeah, it was like something was placed, maybe. It sounds so strange, but you know, with the father, if we were talking about the father as an energy, you know, as a yang energy, and let's talk about it in the unbalanced way. It could really be like crossing boundaries. It's like the energy that takes action, you know, in the unbalanced way. The energy that creates war is a unbalanced masculine energy, a yin energy, yang energy, I mean. So it's like, could be that somehow something got placed in your mind. It's time to get out of your head. Obsession. You could have been dealing with some obsessive, fearful thoughts, or some thoughts just, you know, could have been like collective virus, or some entity or some astral parasite that you have picked up on that has been, maybe came from your father. I don't know how, yeah, like I said, I don't know what your father, but if you have a father that is a bit toxic maybe, or just like has a lower consciousness, could be that you picked it up from your father's side. Yeah, ancestrally from your father's side. There has been, maybe could even be a thought pattern. Doesn't have to be like an entity or astral parasite that I was talking about. It could be like, yeah, a thought pattern came from your father. and some obsession, but I really feel like breakthrough. I think you're seeking here, with the panther, the shadowy shamanic thing here, going on that vision quest. It's like you're going, I see you like going underneath it, like going, like seeing it. It's like you've been looking from it from the top, but now I see you like in the future. You said, yeah, I had to go like this. You're like, yeah, we went like this. And your future self saying, yeah, we went on a whole quest, to get this right, So something I feel like your future self is telling you, yeah, because we have the forest. The forest is a magical, mystical place. It also symbolizes a lot about, it's like the symbolism, it's a lot about seeking, going into the forest to seek something mystical, to get in touch with a deeper part of yourself. So I think your future self is telling you, you went on some kind of a quest, and it could have been like, I keep saying vision quest, but yeah, some spiritual quest could be like something with ayahuasca or San Pedro, some plant medicines, or you started meditating more intensively, or you started meditating or something, or you went maybe past life regression. You did something here. It feels like you went somewhere. Maybe you just went into the forest and you spent some time with yourself, and you got some clarity. But it feels like, yeah, you definitely did some work here with yourself. You went seeking. I mean, you got the seeker here. Thirst for wisdom and truth. So something pushed you here to go and seek this. Maybe to get rid of this obsession. Maybe to get rid of this. Your head. It's like your head is exploding. You need to get out of your head and back into your heart here. So something moved you here. And I see your future self is saying, yeah, we did it. We went, very like, very calm. Your future self, yeah, we did this. We went there, we did this and did this. And they're like very like, they're like doing this whole storytelling now, and they're showing me like, yeah, we had to go like this, and then we went like this, and went deeper and deeper and deeper, and we went even deeper, and then we looked at it from the bottom, and then we saw everything so clearly, and it was not the way we were thinking about it. So like, yeah, that's how I was saying it. So it really feels like you're getting you're going deeper into, like, could be like a karma, ancestral karma, or like a thought pattern, or just like something in your head, and you are revealing it from underneath. And even look, doesn't it look like the eye is looking? Yeah, the eye is looking up. So it kind of looks like you're on the bottom now, and you're looking up. So you're changing the perspective on like this thing in your life here, and you're finding what you found what you were seeking for, and there was a big bluff there. Yeah, there was a big bluff. It wasn't, the bluff makes me think like, yeah, it wasn't like you thought it was actually. So it could have been, yeah, it could be anything, it's very difficult to say like that. So it could be anything. It could be like anything, this bluff, it's just like you're seeing it true. You're seeing it true. And the Gemini, Jupiter and Gemini here, Gemini is a lot about the mind. So it definitely feels like you got rid of something in your mind. And this opened up your life. And the cow and the lion, it kind of feels like, yeah, who's the victim, and who is the, it's like very, I'm at pile number 2. It's like you have a bit of a difficult problem, don't you? Yeah, it feels like a bit of a tricky situation that you have, maybe with your father or your ancestral line, or with your own head. I mean, it's not easy. It's like there's a duality going on here. It feels like the cow and the lion, Can they even be in the same room? I mean, I'm a bit scared. Or is the lion gonna eat the cow? Or like, is the lion kind, the kind, I keep seeing, yeah, the lion is very kind here, and the cow seems pretty calm. So I know it's like, I don't know, maybe this symbolizes that inner battle that you have with yourself, the obsession, yeah, not knowing. I think confusion, there seems to be confusion in your mind over something. Yeah, confusion. And this yang energy, if this isn't your father, it could have been like a relationship that you have that has been very yang dominated, Yang dominated, destructive relationship. Yeah, let's just say it like that. So any destructive relationship, this could be about that, if you don't resonate with the other part here. So yeah, you got clarity over destructive. Maybe you had many destructive relationships. Maybe it was a whole pattern. You're like, yeah, where did this come from? But what I see here is really going deeper and seeing it from the deeper place. Why and what this was. Getting some really some clarity. We're gonna do your tarot cards. I really feel like, yeah, let's do that. I'm still confused with the lion and the cow here. I don't know if I'm supposed to feel safe or scared. So it's like a bit Everything's like, yeah, you don't know here. Yeah, there's the duality here. Like we said here on this card, there's also duality, you know. We have one black, yeah, one part of the tree is black and one is white. So maybe you are balancing out the duality within you, the duality within your mind, you know. The duality within you, the duality in your mind, but definitely there is no confusion. I feel like, yeah, your future self is saying, keep saying the same things, kind of, yeah, you found the answers, you found the truth. There was a big bluff there, yeah, we didn't expect that, but good that we saw it. Now it's over, you know. So definitely like something, you're definitely gonna go through some big revelation in the future. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be like, you really, and if you feel drawn to like shamanism and some spiritual quest, you know, plant medicine or something like that, yeah, go do it. Like I've been working with, yeah, ayahuasca and San Pedro. I love it, but yeah, I have a strong connection to ayahuasca actually, but yeah, very difficult. A very strong but difficult connection to ayahuasca. So anyways, very helpful to work with plant medicines. Always do it with, of course, a very kind, compassionate, and experienced shaman. Otherwise, you should never do it if it's not under those circumstances. So anyways, let's look at your tarot cards. So you have 6 of Swords. Yeah, look at that. I mean, yeah, because I kept, you know, like I said, I was like, yeah, I'm not sure here. So look at you balancing her, kind of like, I heard walking on eggshells. So it's like, whoo, it's a bit tricky. I mean, yeah, 6 of Swords, you are moving from this, but damn, it was tricky to get yourself out of that situation. So you 6 of Swords shows here your future self saying, yeah, we got out of it, you know, we dealt with that karma, we dealt with that thing, you know, we dealt with our own mind, you know, because I really feel like you have a bit of a complex, really like troublesome mind. Yeah, what's going on with your mind, pal, too? Sometimes it's really like, woohoo, I want to say cuckoo. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, the mind, I've been meditating a lot, you know, and I recognize myself, like my mind is like, yeah, what are you doing? Like telling me all these things, you know, it's like, stop listening to our thoughts. Yeah. So yeah, your mind can be a bit cuckoo sometimes, but yeah, it was a bit tricky for yourself to get out of this. You know, we have the 6 of Swords, so you definitely moved out of this, but it was tricky. And yeah, so you have 10 of Wands. Oh, poor you, pile number 2. Yeah, it was not easy. Look at that. It was not easy. It was like I felt like there was a necessity. There's going to be, or there is a necessity for you to deal with this, because it's really, really troubling you. Whatever this is, really troubling you. You're really making, it's very heavy for you to carry this. But yeah, your future self is saying, yeah, I dealt with it. Yeah, everything is good. You dealt with it. Ace of Wands. Yeah, look at that. You mastered the fire. You know, we have the panther here, we have a fire element. So you mastered the fire. And I feel the fire was trapped within you. The fire was trapped within your body, within your mind, within your life. Ace of Wands here kind of makes me think of the chakra, you know, the Sushumna. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but you know the chakra channel, the big channel, is it called channel, that goes through the spinal cord, the sushumna, you know, where the energy flows. Kind of this Ace of Wands makes me think of that. So really, this makes me think like, could have been that you're going through a Kundalini awakening, and that the energy was stuck. But even if you weren't going through a Kundalini awakening, the helping you get clear this out, could be that you had stuck heat, fire in your body, heat and fire, you know, is very connected with anger, very connected with abuse, you know, bad things, fear. So it's a very heavy energy that was in your body. And with the sun here, I really feel like your chakra channel, it opened up, whew, you released this fire. You release this fire, and look how many 10 fire wands you're carrying here. It's so difficult, you know. You lost your hairline here, you know, and it's like, yeah, oh my god, look at you, a poor little you. Yeah, I want to hug you and say, yo, I feel compassionate here. So yeah, it wasn't easy for you to do this, but yeah, it shows here that you managed through this. And 2 of Wands. Yeah, look at you. No wands here. You have 2 wands here. One you're carrying, you have your little snacks here, and one you're just standing on, showing like really really how you're expanded and moved on. So you're on top of the hill here. So this makes me think, you went on a quest, you saw that mountain, you climbed that mountain, and you reached the top. Some of you is like, enlightenment is about reaching the top. So you reached that achievement. You had a quest for something. It doesn't have to be enlightenment. You had a quest for something. You went seeking for some answers. You wanted clarity. You wanted freedom. You found that. You found that in the future. On the way, there's a bluff, like I said. Something is going to be revealed here that you weren't seeing, because you needed to go deeper. You needed to go deeper to realize and to see this. So you're going to see this. You're going deeper and you're seeing this. And 3 of Wands. Wow. So 2 of Wands, is about moving on and planning the future, looking ahead. So really, like Ace of Wands really shows here, it is over. It really is over. 10 of Wands, you were carrying it. Ace of Wands, poof, it's flushed out of your life. You balanced that out. You released that. You got rid of that. 2 of Wands, you're like, yeah, you're feeling very light and happy, and the future looks bright, and you're looking ahead and thinking, yeah, I'm here. Like, what should I do now with my life? Because now I'm free. You're free. Some of you, you really you're going traveling, maybe backpacking or something. It could be that your life is taking you on like some kind of a spiritual seeking quest like that, visiting India. This looks like, I don't know why I'm thinking about Nepal or Himalaya. Yeah, always say that wrong. Nepal, Himalaya, Burma, maybe Tibet. I don't know. I just see you like up in the mountains here. So somewhere around those countries, maybe you're going there. Maybe you're going there. Maybe you're going there. Yeah, maybe you're going there. It feels like you definitely have connection to those countries there. And 3 of Wands, there's a rope here. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, what does that mean? So yeah, the rope. Yeah, it kind of shows you climbed up. You folded your rope. Everything is done, And 3 of Wands is all about expansion, So you're really comfortable in the future. And I feel like there's a new consciousness that got birthed here in the future. 2 of Wands, you're just like, whew, okay, that was it. Like, what am I going to do now? And then with 3 of Wands, I really feel like the sense of freedom and expansion that comes into your life. You, pile number 2, you're really freed yourself from some heavy shit. Yeah, really. I think it was really like, yeah. And I mean, the biggest thing that we can free ourselves from is our own mind, I mean, that heavy mind that you've been carrying, it made you bold here. So yeah, it was very difficult. And the lion and the cow can really like show this, the struggle within you or within a person. It could really be that it started out, the whole trip here, the whole journey here started out with somebody hurting you or something hurting you. Really, really like difficult, difficult. You started out from a difficult place. But what happened here in the beginning, what kind of activated your quest for freedom, I really feel like I just see like, yeah, you started here, but you ended up somewhere completely different. This thing that was so big in the beginning was just like a catalyst or starting point to push you, and you're seeing everything. It's kind of like you're unfolding the story of your soul, of yourself, of your past lifetimes. You're unfolding everything. Like I keep seeing you going underneath everything, really. So very deep into the shadows you go, and there you go. I heard like a song, like a, I don't know, and look at her, there she goes. This is a song that I just made up. So yeah, look at her, there she goes. And I just see you like really like going, and very beautiful. I don't know where it's like, I just have to say, like, I'm getting the most beautiful like energy here. So a lot of spiritual seekers in pile number 2. And your future self is definitely taking you on a spiritual quest to find yourself and to find your freedom. I really feel like you do that. You find yourself, you find your freedom. And yeah, and very expansive. We don't know what happens here, but look at you. You're calm here. This is where the story ends for now during this reading. This is where the story ends. You sitting on top of some mountain somewhere abroad, looking out of the horizon, just feeling very calm, maybe doing some yoga. It looks like you're doing a yoga pose there, but just very, very calm and very free. And I really feel like, yeah, I heard like you killed the enemies of your mind and the enemies of your life. You got rid of this obsession here or whatever this was. So, and I like that we choose this deck because also this deck is very calm. You see the colors here, very, very calm and nice. So yeah, part 2, very nice reading. And this was your reading. if you like my readings, yeah, let's say that 3 times, please hit that like button and yeah, subscribe to my channel. If you feel like sharing your story, please feel free to do so in the commentary section. It's always nice to read your stories, and also nice to see how you guys connect in the commentary section. It makes me very happy, actually. So anyways, this was your reading, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, pile 2. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So let's put your tarot deck to the side, and we're gonna start here with your oracle cards to see what is the big revelation here from your future self. First of all, you felt drawn to the owl and the raven, and the reason why we have 2 cards here today is because, yeah, the raven I chose intuitively, and the owl just like came out when I shuffled the deck. So I felt like, yeah, let's just do 2 cards today. And it's pretty funny because I chose the tarot of the owls before the owl came up. So that's already like very strong. The owl seems to be a strong messenger of this reading. So let's just keep these 2 little cute animals here. And let's look at your oracle cards here. So we're gonna start with this one, actually. You have the venom. Ooh, look at that. So something toxic here. The venom, okay. The venom, You have spiritual teacher, okay. You are being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. Yeah, you know, the owl and the raven. Okay, I'm getting a message already. So yeah, let's continue first before we dive into it. You also have child, eternal, light attributes, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. The shadow attributes here are inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. Spiritual teacher. Whoo, you are strong. Pile number 3. You have the raccoon. You have the raccoon. Yeah, you know, a raccoon. I remember I just saw it like the other day or something, like a YouTube short or something. You know, there's raccoons in a dumpster, and the venom, you know, there's like, you have a very specific mission, pile number 3. Yeah, you're supposed to clean up the trash. Yeah, and this sounds very bad, but let's wait here. It's gonna get good, I think. Yeah, it's gonna get good. Transformation. Look at that phoenix here. Transformation, and we have independence. Wow. So you have the moon in Aquarius in the 11th house. 11th house is about groups, friend, luck, community, and the moon. Yeah, collectively. Yeah, I kind of felt that. So this is not going to be for everyone. If this reading really doesn't resonate, check out one of the other ones. And you know, sometimes it's just like that. It just doesn't resonate. And then please come back another day. So let's dive into your reading. So with the venom here, I felt like, yeah, this is really something toxic, you know, it's the venom, you know, it's the venom. You can't make the venom sound cute and fluffy and pink, you know, it's the venom, you know, there's something toxic. There's like something is biting you, and it has some poison in it. With spiritual teacher here, I feel like your task in the your future self definitely is doing some spiritual work with transforming something collectively. You know, the Aquarius is also all about community. It's about the better for humanity. It's not focused on one person. It's focused on the group. It's focused on everybody. So I really feel like you are doing some transformational work. I think you are a healer, pile number 3. I think your future self is saying, yeah, I'm working as a healer now, or I'm working as a spiritual teacher. You know, it doesn't have to be, but something spiritual. You're doing that. Raccoon, yeah, I keep seeing, you know, the raccoons. I don't know that much about raccoons. We don't have them here in Sweden, but I really see, I keep seeing, you know, the raccoons like diving in the dumpsters, like you know, sitting there, and I think you're cleaning up the raccoons. It's kind of funny because raccoon, if we translate that from Swedish, it's kind of like what is it called? Laundry bear. So yeah, that's the translation from Swedish. Laundry bear, or you know, washing bear, wash bear. So washing something, laundering something, cleaning something. The venom, you're cleaning up you're cleaning up the trash of the world. But the venom, I think you with the raven and the owl here, I think you are like pile number 3. You definitely have some shamanic abilities or some like energetic abilities. You're an energy healer, as I call it. You know, a shamanic energy healer. You don't have to be like a shaman to be a shaman. It sounds so strange, but you know, many of us have those energetic abilities without going the what do you say, the traditional shamanic teaching. So, you know, being in the jungle and working with plant medicines or something like that. Many of us, you know, at this time, maybe you're going to do something like that. But, you know, I just feel like you have it naturally within you. You have like a high connection with, and you have like a high energy awareness. You know, we have the owl and the raven here. The raven is very symbolized, you know, to shadow work, to seeing beneath, seeing other realms, seeing what's underneath the illusion, seeing deeper, using your third eye. Also the owl, you know, using your wisdom. And you know, we have 2 birds here flying. You're flying in the spiritual realm. You're flying in the spiritual realm, transforming astral parasite, collective trash, you know. And you're good at this, demons of the world. I'm so sorry, yeah, but this is the reading. I don't know why I'm saying sorry, you know. This is kind of my energy as well. Like I do this I do it myself. Sometimes I'm scared I'm gonna scare off people, you know, with this strange readings. But yeah, I know it's my energy, so I guess this is like this. So anyways, and yeah, maybe it's like that in the future. You're not making excuses for who you are. You are the owl and you are the raven. And look at this, the owl is very white here, very connected, but the raven is very dark here, also very connected. The yin and the yang, you know, the black has to be, they both have to exist. Both yin and yang has to exist for balance to be created in the world. And yeah, the raccoon is black and white. Yeah, the raccoon is black and white. So yeah, balance. You are an energy balancer. You're balancing energies, and you, with the moon here, you're working very deeply in the future. And I really think, like, first of all, let's talk about you also. So what happened with you? You transformed, you changed, you got rid of this. So maybe there was some lessons with you. You needed to learn how to master this, and to master the skills or master this ability. So maybe you went through a whole transformation here, and you got in touch with your owl, your inner wisdom. I keep seeing like the white. Your inner white. You got in touch with the light aspects and attributes of yourself, you know, the wisdom, the connection maybe to angels and ascended masters, or just, you know, the connection to the universe, the deities, the goddesses, or whatever it is, you know, the pure connection that you have to source, to God, or whatever you want to call it, you know, whatever you feel resonates with you. But you also got in touch with the raven. You got in touch with the deeper subconscious mind, the shadow aspects, your magical power, the alchemist inside of you. And both these two married and got together. Yeah, you're married. For some of you, yeah, we have to say that some of you have a twin flame. So this is a side message. You have a twin flame. The two of you, there's an owl and a raven. Or, you know, both of you are the owl and the raven. It's like the marriage becomes, I don't know, I want to like put these cards, I don't know, together like this. You know, they're intertwined, like the dance of the yin and yang. You know, we see the yang and the yin and the yin and the yang. It's a dance. There's no separateness. There's no duality, you know. And this is, you have harvest the biggest power that you could within yourself. And the biggest power that you could have within yourself is the balance of the yin and the yang, of the black and the white, of the light and the shadow. And I really feel here, you're carrying it with the raccoon here. You are carrying it, like you are carrying it, you know. And raccoon is pretty cute. They're cute, aren't they? Very cute. Yeah, I kind of like raccoons. They're very cute. So you're carrying it in a very nice way. Child eternal. You know, determined to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Whew, ability to see things with fresh eyes. I think you're very high vibrational in the future. And it's like that, you know. When you have this kind of abilities and, you know, you work like this, if you're really if you can go into, you can face any demon or entity, you know, or any darkness and your aura will just push that energy out or transform it. So I really feel like, yeah, you really are a powerful transformer. We have a 42 here. Wow. So yeah, I'm saying that because the last readings we had 41, 41, and now it's 42. So yeah, you are a powerful transformer of darkness, and a powerful frequency holder of the light. And this is like, look at this. Yeah, it's 2. So it's pretty funny, you know. I think if pile number 2 resonated with you, I really would say I almost want to force you to watch pile number 2, because this is so insane how well these two went together. Because I kept saying in pile number 2, you're going on a quest and you're gonna go underneath. You're coming from underneath, and if you see this picture here, you're underneath here. So you kind of just follow. So really, like, yeah, watch pile number 2 if you feel like it, if you want to. But yeah, look at this. So you are underneath. Kind of shows like you are there in the depths. You are in the depths of the world, of the energies of you. I don't know, of everything. But you're also on top of everything, you know. And we have, you know, transformation. We have the phoenix, but the phoenix is actually not a phoenix here. It's kind of I think it's called a kakadu. Yeah, I think it's called a kakadu. So yeah, anyways, a parrot. You know, kakadu is not a parrot. It kind of looks like a parrot. Is it a parrot? So anyways, parrot. Talk, expression, spiritual teacher. Some of you are definitely a spiritual teacher. Teaching, maybe teaching people to transform things, teaching people to get rid of things, teaching people to get in touch with their connection with the light, but also teaching people to not be scared of the darker aspects of themselves and their life, teaching them to transform that, be friends with that, become, you know, one, release the dance of the yin and the yang. It's beautiful, isn't it? Release the dance of the yin and the yang. Yeah, very beautiful. And independence here. And, you know, because we have one woman standing here on top, I think you're gonna be one. I mean, you're pretty powerful. You're gonna stand there. Yeah, look at this. It's kind of like the, you know, the stone formation here. I don't think it's the Stonehenge. Yeah, I think maybe not. But yeah, there's some stone formation here showing like power, or like some kind of sacred power that you have. And I want to say, like, you're clearing up. It's in your mission to clear up heavy energies around the world as well. So you pile number 2, pile number 3. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Hello, nice to have you on my channel, by the way. Yeah, it's very nice to have you here. I mean, wow, you have some great mission here. And I like that we have the child eternal here, because it makes me feel like, once again, like a very high vibration, because we cannot do this. I've seen this happening, especially when I've seen this happening with spiritual teachers when they're trying to address a very difficult topic, like the bad things that are happening in the world, you know, and to try to guide people out of this in a very spiritual way. And I really see how their ego comes in the way. And actually what they are then sharing with the world is fear, more fear, you know, and fear feeds fear. So it doesn't really matter if we're talking about the fear or if the fear is there, you know. If we're talking about the fear in a fearful way, we're teaching fear, and the cycle continues. So I really seen this pitfall with spiritual teachers where they are trying to, but not succeeding in doing that, because it's very tricky, it's very difficult. And I it's the same. It's like I've been there myself, and I know it's very tricky to talk about certain things, but it demands you to be very, 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 very. I avoid doing that because I know I'm not quite there. So, but it's very, very tricky. But I really feel here like what happened with you is that you freed yourself from some kind of fear. So it could be that you went through, like I said, pile number 2 could definitely be here. You went through some quest. You saw the truth, maybe. The truth within you. Something happened with you that made you ready to step into that role of being that spiritual teacher, to step into, or to be ready to activate those latent, sleeping DNA power, you know, within you, those powerful powers that you have within you. And when I say power, I mean the power to transform heavy energies, to teach about these things, to help people, to guide people out of this, you know, because sometimes if our ego comes in the way, we don't help people out of this. What we teach is just making them fall deeper into the fear. So it's very tricky, you know, with these things, you know, all this conspiracy theories and things, very, you know, it's very, very tricky. And it's a way to spiral down, you know, spiral down into the fear, and then you don't know how to take yourself out of that again. So what I feel here is, because I'm talking about this now, and I'm a bit careful now when I talk as well, because I'm feeling like a lot of energies. So I feel that you are going to make a difference in the world with the wisdom that you have gained through your own journey, through your own spiritual growth, and your ability, together with your abilities, together with your strong abilities that comes from your soul. As a soul, you're a very, very powerful healer, energy healer. And I keep getting like also the shamanic energy. You are here to clear out, and it sounds kind of boring, but you're here to clear out the trash, you know, and the heavy things, to hold space, to be a frequency holder, to hold that space for the humanity to awaken, for the humanity to awaken. I definitely see some of you traveling to different sacred places, you know, to clear out energies and things like that. So you're going to be traveling around. Could be some of you are going to be like a spirit, like a lot of things that you're doing is not going to be seen by other people, because you're doing like a lot of energy work and things. Yeah, it's never going to be seen. You're being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher, but you're also going to be seen, you know. Some things are not being seen, some things are being seen. You're standing here on a podium, you know. So, and with 11th house, you know, it's being popular. So you're being popular, you're being seen, you're being listened to, you're being respected. People trust your guidance. People trust your wisdom, you know. And this is very good, because we need people like this. We need, in these times, you know, we need as many spiritual teachers as possible, and healers, you know. So we can, because there's so much suffering in the world, so we can help. You know, so we can help our sisters and brothers, and also ourselves, to like heal and to release and to like create a better humanity, better world here on earth for ourselves. Because yeah, the earth is suffering and human is suffering, and there's nothing so sad as human suffering. And so that's it. You're definitely part of this. So yeah, I got two cards. So yeah, two at once here. We got Page of Pentacles and Page of Cups. Wow, 2 pages showing that young energy here, that eternal energy. So I think pile number, I think you have a very, very pure soul. I think because you took on a very difficult mission. You have been taking on a very difficult mission. And universe wouldn't give this to you if you weren't ready. So there's a purity within your soul, like very, very, because like I said, it's very difficult to go into these type of energies, not losing yourself, you know, in the fear, and all of a sudden you're teaching fear, but in the beginning you were there to teach love and duality, but then all of a sudden you were channeling fear and channeling all different, very weird energies, you know. So, but you are, but I feel like there is definitely, like, you were going through your own spiritual growth to be ready to this. You're being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. It means that you come from somewhere. So you're coming from somewhere. Your future self is telling you had to go through this. So this kind of comes, I don't know when it comes, but I really see like the shift here. The shift is with the venom here, actually. So, you know, it's like you're coming out of the mouth. I just saw you stepping out of the mouth of the venom. So it's like you're stepping out of your own darkness. You're stepping out of your own darkness. I see you as a queen or a goddess, or I don't know, like a priestess stepping out here. So you're stepping out of that mouth here. We have the moon here. I see you as a queen, you know, holding that moon. And with the queen, you know, it's the yin energy, the feminine energy. So mastered yourself. You have mastered yourself. This is what I feel. And that is when this comes. When you have mastered yourself and returned to that state of innocence and purity here with the Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles. So we have Three of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. Mastery. You have mastered yourself, and now you're helping others to master themselves as well. And Three of Wands. Wow. You're... Let's do one more card here. Ten of Cups. Yeah, wow. So yeah, wow. Future looks very, very good. It's a very strong reading here for you. If this resonates with you, it's a very strong reading, I think. So Three of Wands, you know, you're making a big difference. And I think you're fulfilling. I feel like I want to cry, you know. I don't know. I don't even know. There's a release of energy when I'm talking about this as well. I feel it like moving through my solar plexus and then up in the heart and up in the throat chakra. So it could be that you're doing some release when it's coming to solar plexus, heart chakra, and throat chakra that has to do with your worthiness, your purity, your innocence, or like something with this, you know. And I really like, I feel like it feels like you're teaching here. Doesn't it feel like you're standing here teaching? And I love how this card, you know, you're out here in nature, you're sitting on a little stone. There's something very compassionate and very like egolessness with this card, you know. It's like you're teaching from egolessness. So I really feel like Pile Number 3 is like you got rid of your ego, you got out of your own way. And you know, you can be, of course, you can be a spiritual teacher. I mean, I'm a spiritual teacher. I still have an ego, and you know, we do our best. You know, we do our best. But it's like it's very tricky. It's like the less of the ego is in the way. The ego, when the ego is in the way, it's very, it will be colored. You know, we can put our ego aside, of course, and like really try and, you know, channel the purest, you know. And some people really have transcendent egos, you know. So it could be like you see it very quickly. It's like, okay, there it came. And then you like put it aside and you keep on. But like if you really have a strong ego and you're trying to be a spiritual teacher, your teaching is going to be, sooner or later, is going to be colored by your ego because it gets in the way. So, but what I feel here with Three of Wands is like you got out of the way. It's in your plan to get out of your way. It's in your plan. I think for you, Part 3, it's a strong, it's the world needs you. It sounds strange maybe, but yeah, the world needs you. And people needs you without making that an ego thing as well. But it's just like that, you know. And that is also because that's also why there's so many spiritual people waking up now. There's so many people following this path now, because now it's the time when it's needed. Now it's the time when the world needs to heal. So yeah, so I feel like you're not in the way here. You are not in the way. I see peace here. You're teaching from a place of higher. There's a higher teachings. There's higher teachings coming from you. It has nothing to do with you, because it is everything. It's the consciousness of the world, and the consciousness of the world is not mine or yours or somebody else, you know. And some people are just really an open channel because they got out of the way, and it's in their mission to channel this. So you got out of the way, and it's coming through you now. This teaching is coming through you now. It could be that it's coming in your way because we are also kind of individual souls. So you have certain gifts and talents and abilities as a soul, you know, from your soul experiences and your from your soul experiences. So it's going to come out in a certain way, but it's like higher truth is coming out of you here. And I really think like you're making a big difference in the world. 10 of Cups, you know, yeah, you know, 10 of Cups, it really feels like you're a part, you're one part of the puzzle of the people that are here to change the world, to make it to a better place. Yeah. Oh, I got really touched. That was nice. So yeah. Okay. Pile 3. This was your reading. So if you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. If you feel like sharing your story, please feel free to do so in the commentary section. Super nice to read your comments, and I also like to see how you connect with each other, because yeah, it's nice, you know, to have some kind of a platform where we can connect with people with a, you know, that is aware people that has some kind of a calm and nice vibration. It's nice, you know, it gives us a nice break from the ordinary world. So anyways, Pile 3, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.